Alright guys, today we'll be introducing our Rubik's Cube collection part 2. So, let's start with the 3x3s. Actually no, the 2x2s. So, first is the Rubik's Grand 2x2, and it turns fast, but it catches a lot, and it's the Rubik's Grand 2x2, and it's really bad. Just look at this. Yeah, you could tell what I mean. Alright, next 2x2. It's the next cube, and this used to be my main, but then another 2x2 got in. But it turns fast and kind of slow, so not really the best. Same cube, another next cube, and it turns great and fast, and it slipped out of my hand. So, yeah, that's the next 2x2. And this one is my main. It turns really good. It's a Moyu 2x2. Yeah, it's a Moyu 2x2. It turns fast, but I don't have a magnetic 2x2 yet. It's kind of the same as the next cube, except that it's black and white. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the... Also has the crispy sound of it. The crispy sound. In our last Rubik's Cube collection, we had a 2x2 that sounded really good. But yeah, those are the 2x2s. We don't do 2x2 that Let's move on the 3x3s. I'm really excited to do this one. Let's start with the next cube. Why no? Let's start with the Moyu cube. This one doesn't have any logo, and it's kind of just loose and really uncontrollable. And no, it's not my main, it's really bad. It's one of my least favorite Rubik's Cubes. And it just doesn't turn that well. And it actually turns really well, and it turns really fast. It's just too loose. It's like one of those speed cubes when you buy it, and it's just too fast. And that's the Moyu. Let's move on to the next cube. So this one is slower than the Moyu. And kind of like with the 2x2 there. It's kind of just like slow and not fast. It's just, I know you could get these in Walmart, but they aren't that good. But for a beginner, yeah, they're probably good because they turn like this. But yeah, that's the next cube, 2x2. Here's another next cube. And same thing, it's just another one that we have. Let's move on to the Monster Go. It turns really fast. I think it has magnets. It has magnets, but it catches a lot. And the only reason it isn't our main because it just catches and it's not that good. Like that is like for like maybe if you want to do a blindfold 3x3, but for like real cubing, it's kind of good, kind of bad. Yeah, that cube that catches. And it's really good, except it's just, the catches aren't good. Yup. Let me do this a lot of them. Alright, next cube. Another next cube. Same thing. They're all set up differently too. I don't know why I got into the Moyu first, but this is the Rubik's brand. Let's move on to the next cube. We all know why. This one. This one is the Tornado V2. I actually really wanted this one, but then my dad surprised me, and I got a V3. And that was in one of our videos on our channel too. Yeah. Check it out. It's really in our old videos, so you have to go all the way down. But this one is magnetic. It turns really fast. Other people said they really like it. It's just one problem. It clicks and it catches. A lot. It catches a lot. And it's not my main because it does that. And it kind of locks up sometimes. The corner cutting.
The corner cutting
isn't that good either. My dad likes it though. He's a fan of the Tornado V2. It's made for slow turning, I think. One hand.
Yeah, I do one-handed on it.
Ooh, yeah. This is the cube that my dad surprised me with the V3. I like it so much.
It's the Tornado V3, version 3.
And it turns so well. Oh yeah, I showed you guys the Rubik's brain, right? Well, there's this heat-sensitive one of where you have to like heat it up. I was excited to show you guys this one, but you could see color right there. And if you like heat it up on a pan, don't heat it up for too long or it'll melt, but if you heat it up for a little bit, it'll be good, and it will heat up, and then you have to try to solve as fast as you can before it runs out and turns black. As you could already see, it could already turn black, but we're just going to leave it like that. Okay, and this is my main. I know this, yeah, this is called the GAN 12 Maglev UV Coated Edition. It's really fast. It's really stable, so it's not like too loose, not too slow, not too catchy. It's all there.
But it does catch.
It catches, but everything else is so good.
Like the TPS on it.
Yeah, very fast TPS. And just really fast turning.
Like if TPS is your turning style, you would get the GAN 12 because it's really good. Like I would prefer that if you're really fast turner and you're kind of aggressive.
But yeah, that's a GAN 12. This is the GAN 14. I figure, like I just think that this one is just too fast. It's really good, but it's really fast. Too fast, to be honest. But you could turn fast on it.
I still do some solves with it sometimes.
Yeah, same. I still like sometimes bring my 12 and 14 out on the table. Sometimes play with the 12 and then sometimes just go back to the 14. But it's really good. So that's again 14, as you guys could see. My brother wanted to mention this to like show his cubes, so I will. I don't know which one's which. Oh yeah, this is his 14, I could definitely tell that. It's fast. Probably more stable than mine, but it's good. I like it. Let's move on to the 12. It's fast and stable. I really like it. It kind of turns just like mine, but a little bit more stable. A little bit more controllable. Those are all the 3x3s. I know that took forever. Anyways, you saw the 2x2s. You saw my 3x3s. Move on to the mini ones. Just to let you guys know, we missed one.
The world's smallest Rubik's Cube, in fact. We wanted to find it. We kept on searching for it, but we didn't find it. So that was kind of a bummer. So we kind of just went on with the video and we didn't care about it.
Yeah.
So we're just going to move on with the video.
So I think these three are all the same cubes. And they do not turn that well. These are from Walmart also. I think it was from one of our birthdays. But it's just not that good. It's just like original. It's worse than the original Rubik's Cube. I actually popped one before. I popped one of these before. That's why I don't have as much as I used to. I had like 6 before. But I could do some solves on it. And it's really good. No, it's not good. This is one of my most favorites, and I do not want to lose this one. It's like one of my tiniest Rubik's Cubes, and it's really good. And in fact, I'll just show you a solve. Because I want to. It won't take me that long. I'll just do the 2 layers. 2 layers. There. Solve 2 rows. I'll solve it later. And those are my mini Rubik's Cubes. Yay! Next. Cubes. This one, I think this one's mine.
We don't know whose this is, so we just use this cube.
Mine is like not the lubed one, so this one's not lubed. Yes, I do know how to solve a cube, don't worry. And it's a Gans cube. We got it for Christmas, one of the Christmases. And you can't just turn it like a 3x3, you have to angle it and turn it like that. One of our weird puzzles, but I like solving it. I'm just going to solve it real quick. I'm going to just solve the whole thing so it doesn't take me that long at all.
You still remember how to solve it?
Okay, that was like so lucky. And this is Anthony's. I like his so much better. Sometimes I even play with those sometimes when he's not looking. And it's just really fast. And just hear this. It feels so good. How did you do this?
I don't know, I just moved it.
It feels so good. Do you want to turn it?
Yeah, I'll give it
Explain it.
So, for this one, I just lubed it, and I started to get really good times on it. And this cube is called the Gan Enchanted Cube. It has core magnets. I don't want to take it apart, but it's kind of like, if you know the Gan 11M Pro, it's kind of like that, but on a cube. And they're both really good cubes, so if you want to get it at the Cubicle or Speed Cube shop. They're really good cubes. This one turns really good. Like my brother said, it has like lube in it. So my setup was on this cube was Stardust, as you can see, and just some Gan lube. And they're both really good. I like them. Like the setups. Use this setup on basically every one of my cubes. So if you like the cubes, get it on Speed Cube Shop or the Cubicle.com.
Yeah, they're both really good shops to
get lubes on.
So let's move on to the 4x4s.
And 5x5.
Yeah. Well, not yet. Later. So this 4x4 is a non-magnetic 4x4. Yeah, it's the Amelia 4x4 that we got on Christmas.
On our birthday.
Yeah, on our birthday we got this. So this one it turns pretty good. And I would say it's kind of like the RS4M Waylon magnetic 4x4. Except this is non-magnetic. So since we already know like the basics of this one, let's move on to a magnetic one. So this is the X-Man Tornado 4x4. And it turns pretty good, except the only bad thing about it is the clicking sound. If you turn the top layer, it clicks. But other than that, this cube is pretty good, I would say. So now that we've experienced the 4x4s, let's move on to this Pyramix. This is like a crystal Pyramix. It's the only Pyramix we have. And the tips make kind of spring sounds. They click into place.
I bought one before.
I don't know how you think about this.
I got one before at Barnes & Noble, and then the tips could not turn. Like one of them could not turn.
Yeah, so I guess we just returned it and got this one. enough said about this, about the squeaky tips and everything. Let's move on
to the 5x5.
Yep, to the 5x5. This 5x5 is the only 5x5 we have.
But when we first got it, we did not know how to solve this.
Yeah, we did not know at all. We got this in the Milieu kit. We got this 5x5, this 4x4, and I don't know what other 3x3 we got.
This one.
Oh yeah, so we got all of these with the Milieu kit. Wait.
We already explained all the kit though, so.
Yeah, we got all of these with the Milieu kit. So if you want to get the Milieu kit, you could get all of these cubes. So you could get that. Okay, nothing talking about random things. Let's move. Well, let's not move on. Let's talk about how this is a really good 5x5 you could use. A non-magnetic 5x5 at least. So the pieces, they're really tiny, and that's a good thing. It's really fast turning.
It takes me forever to solve.
Yeah, it takes a long time to solve if you're new to 5x5, and if you only use the beginner's method. But if you know how to solve it, 5x5 is really fun to know. But this one, I would say, it does lock up a bit. Sometimes the pieces pop out, but it's a good 5x5. I would recommend it. Let's move on to the next cube. The next cube, I wouldn't say this is a cube. I would say this is a puzzle, but it opens up.
No, I made that shape. Don't mind that. I made the shape into a ball.
Yeah, you could turn this into different shapes. It's a cool thing. I'll show you what it looks like when you open it up.
I could make it later. It's fine.
Okay. So this is a magnetic thing to where you can make different shapes, like the star. If I could try, I don't know if I want to right now, but yeah, you can make all sorts of shapes with this. It's pretty cool. So yeah, you could get this thing. I don't know. You could get it in this toy store or something. I don't know. You could find it basically anywhere if you look. Okay, next we're moving on to the weird puzzles. Some of these I don't know how to solve, but this one is the easiest out of all. So this one turns kind of good. I don't know. It's just maybe you can hang this on a keychain or something. It's a puzzle that if you want to bring on vacation, just bring it. It's a really easy puzzle.
Even non-cubers could
solve
that. Yeah,
non-cubers can solve this. You don't need to have a tutorial for this. You could just solve it. But basically, I'll explain the puzzle. There's two sides. You have to solve the two sides. Then you have to solve the sides on the outer, the outer sides. It's kind of cool. This is just a one-sided cube. So on a regular cube where you see a face like this, kind of like that, except it's just a face and it can shape shift.
I mean, I know people that do not know how to solve cubes could solve this.
Yeah, I think we reviewed this in our other last video, right?
So we don't need to talk about it.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about it much. So let's move on to the next one. The next one is the sphere type of puzzle. I don't know what to call it. You can mix it around, push the balls around. It's really cool. I don't play with this much, but I sometimes do, if I'm wanting to solve something. So I could solve it real quick right now. I'm already solving it, but I don't know if I'll be able to solve it. Did I solve it? No, I still have 2 more to go. And I solved it. There you go.
Oh, we have one. Oh, after you explain those two, we need to explain the biggest 3x3.
Yeah, that's the end. So this is the ghost cube. This is a whole this is just the
torture.
Yeah, it's torture. I absolutely have no idea how to solve this.
But if you guys know how to solve this, you guys can comment down below. Sorry if the comments are turned off. It's okay. I can't really control that, so if it does, you don't have to comment. But this is the ghost cube anyways. I don't know how to solve this. I just like having it in the collection. I've been recommended to solve it many times, like by my brother or someone like that. Probably. I don't know. But we talked enough about this. Let's move on to the snake puzzle. This is a cool puzzle looking thing because you could just like twist it. It's probably kind of like a fidget or something. I kind of got it at Walmart. But yeah, you could like turn it. You can match it into place. It's a cool looking puzzle. It's not really that hard. You just have to know how to do it. That's enough about that cube.
Yeah, I got this.
Let's get on to the last one.
So last Rubik's Cube, my brother explained. There you go, buddy. It's this, and it's really big. It's our biggest cube in the collection, and I can solve it. I can solve it in about 1.5 minutes, and it's really fun to solve. And it doesn't have any magnets. I checked inside here before. It was just a screw, like any other beginner Rubik's Cube. And let me make a pattern. I'm just gonna make the checkerboard pattern because I want to. This is actually really, like, I laughed so hard because the first time I got it, because I thought it was so funny because of how big this was. But now I'm just getting used to it, so it used to be funny. It still is when I look at it. I like to keep it in my room on a shelf, and it's really fun to solve. So if you want to get one of these big Rubik's Cubes, you can at the Speak Cube shop, I think. I don't know if it has it there, but you could go check after this video. You could get all these Rubik's Cubes that we explained to you. Bye.
See you guys in the next one. If you liked it, like the video. And if you really enjoyed our content and stuff like that, you could go down and press, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video, guys.